Dr. Ilana Gelman here, naturopathic doctor. So today we're going to cover the topic of which milk to choose when ordering a coffee at your local coffee store. And this was a great question posed by one of the community members, so thank you very much for the question. And I think you're going to be really surprised with the answer that I have for you. So just to give you the answer that I would actually recommend is to use heavy cream. And you would never think that that's what I would actually recommend over almond milk or soy milk or regular just low fat or skim milk. And I'll explain to you why I think heavy cream is actually the best for a little treat here or there. So when I look at the different milks and the different milks that we have to choose from, I always focus on nutrient density and I focus on the quality of the food that we're choosing. Now, when it comes to conventional milk, whether it be skim milk or full fat milk, you have to consider that these foods are pretty awful for you in the regard that the cows are likely being injected with hormones and antibiotics. And they're also laden with these proteins called casein and sugars called lactose that a lot of my patients I find to be very sensitive to. So if you're adding a large amount of that stuff to your coffee or your coffee latte specifically, you're getting a lot of those kind of molecules and extra added hormones and antibiotics that I prefer you not get. I don't think it's healthy. That's my 2 cents about that. The second one is soy milk. Now, soy milk can be a good option for some, but I find that most soy milk is, number one, genetically modified if it's not organic, which means that it's heavily sprayed with chemicals such as pesticides and herbicides. So I'm not a big fan of intaking those kind of components. Number two, there's components in there called isoflavones that are phytoestrogens. So this can affect people's hormone levels if you're especially drinking it on a daily basis. And the third component to that is that most soy milk is really high in sugar, added sugars, which I am not a fan of, and I can go into detail with that in other videos. That's why I'm not a big fan of soy milk. The third one is almond milk. Most coffee shops do not have almond milk. I wish they did because I think this would be a really good substitute, a good choice. But most almond milk is also pretty high in sugar. So unless you're getting unsweetened almond milk, you're really also not giving your body pretty good nutrients or nutrient density or quality of food that we were talking about. So my advice to you is twofold. If you're at home making coffee, it's pretty easy. Just go ahead, buy unsweetened almond milk or buy unsweetened coconut milk. Coconut milk is great, full of really, really great healthy fats. Now, if you're out and about, though, and you really don't have a choice, and you have to go out and you have to sweeten enrich your coffee with milk, I actually recommend heavy cream. And the reason is because you don't use as much heavy cream as you would with a whole cup of milk, okay? And with the heavy cream, it's all fat, whereas you're getting rid of the proteins and the sugars that people tend to be very sensitive to. So now you're just dealing with the fat, which I don't think is the healthiest fat. However, I think when you're giving yourself a little treat here and there, it's the one that's lowest in sugar, so it doesn't spike your blood sugar and it doesn't increase your insulin. And you're giving yourself a treat with just balancing out the effects of coffee with the effects that you're going to get from the fat, and it balances out your blood sugar in the end. So as a treat, my recommendation is to use the heavy cream when it comes to going out for coffee. All right, I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, please let me know. Make a comment on the YouTube page or the Facebook page, or go ahead and visit my website, join the community, and also offer a topic of interest that you may have. All right, thanks for your attention for today, and I will see you next time. All right, take care. Bye-bye.